What is up, guys? This is Get Flanked, and today I'm going to give you my review of the Rainbow Six Siege beta. Now, it's very important that I put beta in there because, of course, a lot can change between now and when the game's actually released. But I do feel that we're close enough to release at this point where this is going to be pretty close to the game that we get. One thing that I do want to let you guys know up front here is I am not being paid by anybody. This review is purely my opinion, unbiased, and uninfluenced by anybody other than me. And for anybody who's not familiar with my channel and what my gaming background is, I am a Call of Duty player, so keep that in mind as I go through this. I've dabbled in other games, of course, but for the most part, I play Call of Duty. Alright, so I'm going to start out here with kind of my summary and my advice to anybody who's wondering about this game. Obviously, I'm going to go into more detail throughout the video, but to summarize it, I'm going to say this. If you have been following this game, if this game looks interesting to you, if you like the tactical gameplay that this game has kind of promoted itself to have in it, then you're going to enjoy this game. This game is exactly what they said it was going to be, and I can't stress that enough. I have been following this game for a while because I love tactical gameplay. I'm mostly a search and destroy player on COD, so this game looked really fun to me, and it has not disappointed me at all. If you look at people streaming this game, if you look at the trailers of this game, and it looks fun to you, then it's going to be fun. You should probably buy it. To anybody who hasn't been following this game and doesn't really know what it's about, the basic premise, and this is very basic, is you've got two teams of 5. One team is inside of a house or structure, and they are defending it. So they have tools they can use to defend that structure or area of that structure, like barricading doors, just like I said, different tools they can use to make it harder on the attackers. The other team, of course, is the attackers, and they have tools they can use to infiltrate that building. And that's really, like I said, the basic rundown of the game is it's kind of like a siege, like the name entails, or you're like a SWAT team infiltrating a building and trying to get to an objective. Alright, so let's get into the nitty-gritty now regarding the beta. And the first thing I have to say is the beta has been super buggy. It is a beta, so keep that in mind. I'm kind of gonna just gloss over this because it does need to be mentioned. The matchmaking has been terrible. It's taken a lot of time to get into games. Sometimes you get on there for an hour and maybe get 1-2 games in because it won't put you into a game. And that has really been frustrating. But like I said, it is a beta, so it's going to have bugs. We get that. It's not Call of Duty where they're releasing pretty much the same game year after year and they can use the same stuff. It's a brand new game. So the beta is going to be, I expect the beta to be a lot rougher than, say, like the Black Ops 3 beta. Now, when it does actually get you into a game, it is amazing. It has provided me with some of the most intense multiplayer gaming experiences that I've ever had, and I've only been playing it for a couple days. Now, there is a very steep learning curve to this game. The first couple games that I was in, I was like, what the heck am I doing? It takes some time to learn the controls, learn how to use your tools, learn how to kind of the flow of the game goes, because it's so different. I cannot emphasize how different this game is, especially if you're coming from Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, gun skill is the #1 most important factor to your success in that game. How good you are with your gun. In this game, it's near the bottom. I mean, yeah, you want to be able to aim. I'm not saying that, but the teamwork, the way you use your tools, the strategy you use, where you position yourself is 10 times more important than your skill with a gun. And that's awesome because you're not going to see this one guy who's just a beast tear through your whole team, just charge in guns blazing and tear through your whole team. He can't because the game just doesn't allow it. With that said, the balance in this game is going to be so important. If there's one operator or tool or trick that becomes OP in this game, it's going to make it unplayable real quick. And in the beta, I'm seeing hints of that with the riot shield. I do feel like they have to do something with it. I've heard other people say the same thing. The riot shield is OP. Unlike Call of Duty, with a riot shield in this game, you can hold it up and shoot your pistol at the same time. And people are just walking down hallways, shooting their pistol. And the time to kill in this game is super quick. If you get a headshot, you're done. And, it's hard to kill the riot shield people. They can just spray their pistol with 20 rounds in it, and that has seemed a little OP, and I'm hoping they balance that a little bit. But other than that, I haven't really seen anything in this game that I would say is out of balance or needs tweaked. But that's going to be ultra important in this game for sure. Another thing I have to mention about this game that you notice almost immediately when you start playing it is there is a lot of menu time in this game, and I'm showing you a pretty much uncut gameplay here. There's a few like loading screens that I cut out, so I wanted to show you that so you see how slow the gameplay is. Like, it's not even really the gameplay. It's just like you have a round. If you die early in a round, you might sit for the next 4 minutes watching your team, but you can still help them, which is cool. You can look on the cameras, and you still have comms that you can communicate with your team. And then you're going to go back into the menu. You're going to select your operator, and then you're going to select where you spawn, and then you're going to run your drone and check out, or you're going to get your preparation time, and then you'll get into another game. So there's a lot of downtime in this game. It's very slow. I played this game for like 2 days, granted not the whole day, and still was figuring out the buttons. I still to this point don't feel completely comfortable with the game because there's not actually a lot of time that you spend in gunfights or actually even in the game. But all of that preparation time really adds to the intensity of the game when you are actually, getting attacked or attacking. And it really makes you play carefully, and it makes you feel like everything you do is really important. And every decision has a consequence. And that's awesome. Like, you can't just throw your life around with reckless abandon because you'll be bored for the next 4 or 5 minutes. So like I said, guys, I'm having a ton of fun playing this beta. It has lived up to my expectations and then some. I can't wait until this game comes out. I'm going to put a team together and just, work on practicing our strategies. And I think that is going to be one of the most fun things I've ever done in games is just work with a team. And you've noticed it in the beta, when you're playing with a good team, this game works perfect and you can see the genius behind it. There's one moment that I think of, I'm rappelling down from a ceiling. I'm hanging upside down. I look down into the hallway and I see a guy sitting down there behind a shield. I pull my sights up, take him out, and then rappel the rest of the way down and drop into the hallway. What other game has ever given us that type of gameplay or opportunity to do something like that? It's so much fun. I'm having a blast playing it. It's not perfect. It is a beta, though, and I really think that when the game comes out, they're going to fix this glitchiness and bugginess, and at heart, the gameplay has always been fun. So like I said in the beginning, if you are interested in tactical, realistic gameplay, this game is for you. You're going to have a ton of fun playing this game. It's not easy. Don't expect to step into it and just be a wizard from the get-go. It has a steep learning curve for sure, but it is a blast to play once you start getting comfortable. So that's my review of the Rainbow Six Siege beta. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to put out a couple more videos where I go into a little bit more depth as far as the game and how it compares to Call of Duty. So stay tuned for those. But like I said, guys, ton of fun. If they have an open beta, which I believe they're going to, I highly suggest that you get it and try it out. Words can't really explain just how different this game is. And I would really suggest trying it for yourself or at least watching some streams to see if this is something that you might even be interested in. So, hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll have more coming your way here soon.